Hey Libra, how are you doing? This reading is for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Keep in mind, this is a general read. Take what resonates and leave the rest behind. What is going on with the fabulous and most beautiful balanced babes? What do you need to know? What do you need to see for your highest good? Present time, the 10 of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. What's coming towards you? The Knight of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. What you are focused on is the Five of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. In your blocked and challenged position is the Death card, Major Arcana 4, Scorpio. And your outcome is the High Priestess, Major Arcana 4, Pisces. Also read that as Cancer. Okay, Libra. Let's clarify this and find out what is going on. Present time, you have the 10 of Wands. And the 10 of Wands is oppression, feeling like you're carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders. This is also a need for you to look at your circumstances and situations. Because sometimes this could be carrying or feeling like you have a lot on your shoulders, or a need for you to delegate or off duty some kind of task or responsibility. And what's coming towards you is communication coming in out of left field. I'm also getting some kind of heavy communication that maybe you need to get off something off your chest, and you've been very quiet until this point. Knight of Swords can also be something about trying to push or force an element. So if anybody's trying to push or force a situation, it will backfire. In your focus is the Five of Cups. And the Five of Cups is, yes, crying over spilled milk, loss, hurt, regret, resentment. I'm also getting something of a buildup of blame, shame, or resentment towards a situation, because you do actually see it as one-sided. In your blockage is somebody is not willing to change, not willing to budge, not willing to metamorph or transition. Somebody also does not like the change. That can also be you. It's like you're communicating something and it's like, oh, am I going to regret getting out of this situation? No. I'm also getting something about move. This has been weighing heavy on your chest. It's a communication. Okay. What is this 10 of Wands? And the Ace of Swords. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Well, the Ace of Swords is about truth, clarity, breaking free and breaking through. There is something about breaking the ice and having this conversation. And this person might say something, or it could also be you, because when emotions, especially in the Five of Cups, this is like looking for somebody to blame and shame for a circumstance or a situation. I'm also getting a person in the blockage, because the Death card is usually going with the flow. This can be a smooth change or transition. That's if you allow things to die out. And the Five of Cups is about crying over something of the past. So this could be a past person here coming towards you. They want to break the ice, but just know that they have not changed, they have not transitioned, and they're unwilling to budge. So what is this Knight of Swords? Knight of Swords is also making swift, quick movements. I'm also getting somebody around you is either short-changing you or like being short, like cutting you off when you're trying to conversate this. So somebody keeps interrupting you. Knight of Swords, okay. Could be another air sign. And the Six of Pentacles. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. Yeah, closed mouths don't get fed. So there is a need for you to ask. And the Six of Pentacles is receiving some kind of leg up or a supportive energy. Or there is an energy of like, oh, I'm so sorry, I owed you this debt. There is something about a debt or getting a down payment on a home. Six of Pentacles is of giving of an energy with not having any expectations on getting anything in returns. So somebody also deems this relationship as transactional. It means only giving to you because they need your help for something, or you're only giving to this energy because you need their help for something here. So Six of Pentacles is giving and giving and giving and giving to a person, place, or a situation. Are you getting anything in returns? And what is the Death card saying here? Okay, so what is this Five of Cups? Five of Cups is in your focus. And the Nine of Swords. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Okay, well, the Five of Cups is living in the past. There's something about buildup of blaming or resentment. And this could be a person around you. Like maybe this person does a lot and they're not asking for any kind of help or support, because it feels like somebody has like a big communication to get off their chest. And there's a little bit of possibly, like I was saying, this person has been short with you in the past. So you don't know when it's ever a good time to bring up this conversation. But by then, the resentment and the buildup has already happened here. Nine of Swords is also anxiety, worry, frustration, walking on eggshells, or there is an energy of like needing more rest, needing more sleep. So there is some kind of communication that comes in out of left field. It could be a little bit pushy or forceful, like, I need you to help me, you know, clean up my garage. And this could be somebody talking to you that way. So there's an energy here of like thinking worst case scenario when worst case scenario doesn't happen. Your blockage, the Death card. Somebody is unwilling to change, unwilling to budge, unwilling to compromise. The exchange. The exchange and the change. Okay, so what is this Death card? And the Six of Cups. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. Well, the Six of Cups is fond memories, reminiscing when times were good, when times were fun, when times were easy. But I'm getting a little bit of a situation here where this could be a family influence, or I want to go back to how things were. And as you can see, this is about children and child. You can't change the past. Somebody here wishes that they could go back and change something here. But the Six of Cups is like remembering a fond memory about this person, possibly way better than it actually was. I wish I could go back and change the way that I handled this conversation. I wish that I could, what? Because the Nine of Swords is living in the future. Something about like needing more grounded energy. So think something through here. So what is this High Priestess? Yeah, and then the Five of Cups coming out with the High Priestess. So the High Priestess is about secrecy, mystery, and observation. I'm also getting something about practicing what you preach. So this could be like meditation brings about answers and clarity. It also slows down your thoughts. Nine of Swords is a lot of thinking of like blame, shame, of regretting these things. Oh, I regret on spanking my kid, or like, just things. There's things that are like regretting of the past. There's something here that you want to go back and change, or somebody around you is unwilling to change, that you're dealing with somebody, possibly a man child, woman child, or there's something going on neurologically up here. Neurologically, there's something here that either you need to change the way that, yeah. I'm just getting like neurons in the nervous system. So what is this High Priestess? This can also be having truth and clarity. or somebody around you is keeping a big secret. And the Fool. Major Arcana 4, Aries. Well, the Fool is about having little to no worry, little to no baggage, and paying attention to your intuition. Somebody also could be a mentor here, or learning how to tap into your intuition. This is about being flexible and adventurous, going with the flow and seeing what happens, and not fixating or attaching to any kind of circumstance or outcome. Needing to venture out. But the past is still plaguing you. So it almost feels like you're not quite out of something and you're not quite in something. You're worried about if you're going to regret going somewhere new, like taking a leap of faith, but your intuition is right there. It's a risk. Do I risk doing something new? 10 of Wands and Ace of Swords, breaking through a one-sided dynamic. And you could be walking on eggshells, or there's something about your nervous system being really fired up of when you're sudden change in focus and collaborating somewhere else, giving somewhere else, and not giving to this situation anymore, not feeding the beast. Because the 10 of Wands is like heavy truth, or a heavy conversation you might be having with yourself or another person. And the Death card. Major Arcana 4, Scorpio. Well, the Death card is some kind of heavy change, heavy clarity, and heavy truth. Especially with that 10 of Wands. And there is some kind of like smooth change or transition. The longer you stay, the more you have this buildup of resentment of why didn't I leave sooner? And maybe that this is what you're thinking too here, Libra, is like in the back of your mind, you thought, you know, this person's going to grow out of it. This person's going to grow up, or this person's finally, you know, going to change their views. Nope, this person's still the same. It's very fixed and stubborn energy. But then the Death card is about having clarity and claiming victory, slicing out any kind of your own deceptive behavior or those around you. And the Six of Swords is truth of this Six of Pentacles. Now, Six of Pentacles, like I said, it's receiving some kind of leg up or supportive energy, like somebody coming in and conversating with you. It could also be a situation where a person is trying to push and force you to stay in a dynamic and you're like, I don't want to be here. Yes, I have fond memories here of this old house or whatever this is, but it's not me anymore. But then somebody's like, no, I'm not willing to change. And then like you're feeling like stressed out about having this conversation or taking a leap of faith somewhere else. Okay. So there also could be something about, Knight of Swords, sudden change in focus, and the Three of Cups. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. Well, the Knight of Swords could be a friend who comes in. This person might just communicate. They might be a little bit of blunt and to the truth, but at least it's honest. Six of Pentacles can also be the giving and receiving. And then the Three of Cups is good news worth celebrating or socialization. An uplifting friend or a family member. Something about social. Get out and socialize. Your friends are going to help you out of this. Or possibly even a mother. Because as you can see, there's a younger, and it doesn't have to be your mother. Like this could be an elder, like somebody younger and more wise. And your focus, the Nine of Swords, sleepless nights, anxiety, worrying, thinking worst case scenario, and the Five of Cups, like blame, shame, guilt, and resentment. It means looking at a past situation and can't get over a past situation. And that's about you needing to change this, of letting something from the past go, because you don't want to carry it with you on your next journey. So if you're socializing and dating, getting out there, there's something about like a person around you wants to stay the same and rehash the past, where you want to move forward and look at the brighter side of things. Okay, so what is this? 5 of Cups and 9 of Swords. And the Magician. Major Arcana 4, Gemini, Virgo. Well, the Magician is about simplicity. It means get back to the basics. Anything complex must go. This is also moving away from anything that is acidic and neutralizing and alchemize things in your life. So the card of alchemy. And there is somebody who is stressing and desperately wanting to manifest you back, but it's like they feel ashamed for doing something, yes, but they're unwilling to change a pattern of their past. It's like they want to go back and rewrite how they did things, but they can't. And that Magician can also be something about the powers of manifestation. Be really careful of when you are manifesting, because you can only manifest of what you think. So your thoughts here are worry, frustration, anxiety, needing more rest, needing more sleep. This is about looking at an old past situation and the card of manifesting. So you're manifesting from a place of hurt and pain, or a person is manifesting from a place of hurt and pain here. I'm also getting something about migraines, more rest. And again, neurology. This person they're having a hard time of looking forward, because you do have the Fool, then you have the Magician, then you have the High Priestess. So what is the situation here? Simplicity. The Magician can also be somebody who is emotionally manipulative, or this person uses the blame, shame, guilt towards another person. And you could see this, or there is something about socializing and getting out with a friend. Somebody wants to pass blame. Okay, so a projector. What is this 6 of Cups and the Death card and the blockage? And the Ace of Wands. That's the Phoenix right there. That's the Phoenix. So this is same thing with the Death card. The Death card is change, transition, and the Phoenix rising above a situation. But this person cannot stop looking at a past situation or get out of a past pattern. So this Ace of Wands could be also a lack of confidence, low self-esteem, a lack and feeling blocked from your passion. Or something that came in hot and fizzled out quickly. Like a phoenix. So something that burned real hot and then died. Because Ace of Wands can be like, yeah, news, communication, you know, creativity, passion, desire. Something here. Or a person around you has changed their desire. Same thing with the Magician. Somebody here has all the tools, all the elements to manifest whatever the freak they want, but just be really careful because it's coming from the place of 5 of Cups, which is hurt. And hurt people hurt people. So somebody else wants you to hurt in this dynamic as well, or you want somebody else to feel what you feel. Just be careful there. And then you do have the High Priestess, which is trusting your gut feelings and going with the flow. Something about go with the flow. And you have a friend here who's like, hey, you know what? Let's just go for lunch. Let's just get away from this for a second. Okay, so what is this? High Priestess and Fool. Secret. And the Knight of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. Well, the Knight of Wands is eager, excitement, and fun. I'm also getting something about travel. And you could be traveling here, especially with the High Priestess. This could be just you and another individual. Marching to the beat of your own drum and becoming more flexible. I'm getting a person around you is super duper flexible, fun, easy to conversate. This person might be a little bit like blunt on how they conversate with you, but you understand this person. Knight of Wands can also be, you know, somebody who is flaky, fickle, hot and cold there one day, gone the next, Peter Pan syndrome. And this person, I don't know if they do stupid things, because the Fool's here. I've been foolish, or I've been fooled, or I've been fooled before. Give me another card for, I just want to know what this heavy change and claiming victory. This is like a past situation. Somebody, you can't go back to the past, but what you can do is rewrite your future. Your future is bright. And there is something about like this eagerness, excitement, passion, and socialization. Give me another card for why this Magician in your focus. This person is a blamer, a projector. And the Ace of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. Well, the Ace of Cups is, again, get back to the basics, the card of alchemy and hydration. I'm also getting something about hydrating the body. There is something new coming in here for you here, Libra. That's if you can be flexible and see that what you were giving to is not worth giving to anymore. Like if you've been giving and giving and giving and giving transactionally, hoping that this person, all of a sudden you're seeing that love is the answer. Unconditional love, peace, harmony. I'm also getting something about like migraine. So, you know, if you have been, there's something about overindulging. Relocation. I'm also getting something about a move, making a move. And it's something you're excited and looking forward to. But then somebody is like, are you sure you want to move and relocate? Like somebody is trying to plant almost like a bug in your head, your intuition. The goofy one, fun to be around, makes everyone laugh, personable and easygoing, cracks jokes often, expresses with authentic self. So this is somebody who you're around, where you can just goof off and be yourself. That's what I was saying. I was like, this person just kind of marches to the beat of their own drum. You know, they just go with the flow. And but they're highly intuitive, this person. The mean girl. Okay, here it is. Gossips. This is mean boy, mean girl, okay? The mean girl. Gossips about others, may be an ex or the other woman, cold-hearted, projects perfect persona, right? So somebody here projects perfect persona, but you know differently about this person. Like you know they're something about their wiring. They got the wires crossed. And it says silent backstabber and may be popular. So this person might look like this as well. So the mean girl, mean boy, mean girl. Yeah, they're a projector. They come across as kind and loving, but I feel like they operate from fear. And they've been doing it for so long. And something about like the phoenix, like you're wishing this person would just have a phoenix, like rise above the situation, rise above an old pattern, and they can't. There's no changing this person. The hippie lives to the beat of their heart, unconventional beliefs, into peace, love, and light, laid back style, may be hard to pin down, and love for retro era. So this is kind of like your outcome card, where the Knight of Wands is like free-spirited and flexible, and again, having little to no worry, little to no baggage, just gonna pack for a few days and see what happens. I like it. Yeah, and you have a goofy person around you, someone who you can goof off and do shenanigans with, and then you do have somebody who is mean girl, mean boy. Oh, these are dark confessions. I smile on the outside, but I am dying in the inside. So, right? Fake smile. Oh, Libra, I'm so happy for you. Sure you are. I was afraid that you would reject me if I shared my feelings to you. So this person could also be like regretting that they didn't say something because they thought that you were going to reject them. And that's the whole like worry and fear. I feel overwhelmed. I am drowning in my own thoughts. And that's that heaviness. But somebody is going to see the light, the clarity, or break free, or you're going to break through and make the change. And be eager and excited for something about the future. Dolphin, financial gains usually coming from something you did in the past. Needle and thread, a sincere wish will be granted. Yeah, somebody wants to get you back here, but just know that it might be passion and excitement for a hot minute, and then you're going to see that this person hasn't changed. You're going to see it again. Apple, temptation will test you right there. Okay, so, oh, hey Libra, how are you? I haven't seen you in so long. Oh, how are you doing? Oh yeah, you know what? I actually have been thinking about you. And you know what? I took in consideration of what you were talking about. I really started pursuing my passions. No, they haven't. They're still living as man child, woman child, or mean person. Temptation, don't bite the low fruit. Chain in events that will affect your life. It can affect you in a positive or a negative one. And somebody here, you're like, oh, should I go back to the past? No. No, you should not. Leave the past in the past. Living in the past is depression. Living in the future is worry and anxiety. Living in the present brings you the Ace of Cups, which is a new person or a new friendship that actually gets you out of this wishy-washy in the middleness. Goldfish, increase in material wealth and spiritual growth. Right there. That is your outlet. Because you have the High Priestess, which is somebody who is like tuned in and tapped in. Shark, take care or there will be a loss of material wealth. I'm just getting something about a person tempting you to come back, or like, hey, you know, something about like one last transaction. This could also be something to do with like child support as well, right? Libra, leave me a comment down below. Let me know how this resonates with you. Like, share, subscribe. And if you want to book a private reading with me, you can also do so in the description box below. Click on the link. It will take you to the website. You can check out the options there. Take care, my friends. Bye-bye.